Hey, how's it going, everybody? And welcome back to my channel, Movie Files. Thanks for clicking on this video. So this is actually a clip from a live stream I had the other day in which I discussed my hopes from what I hope to see as a DC fan from them at Comic-Con this weekend, as well as I share my thoughts about Henry Cavill returning as Superman. Make sure to give the video a thumbs up, share, comment, and subscribe. Enjoy the video. Right quick, get into the mood. So as far as, we got Shazam, we got Black Adam, they are confirmed. DC has come out, even I have some more confirmation for you all. Even on the official website, DC has come out and said that we can expect to get, as far as Hall H goes, this Saturday from 10:15 to 11:15. Warner Brothers Pictures will be returning to Comic-Con San Diego with their studio. And as you can see, the lineup is Black Adam and Shazam, Fury of the Gods. We can expect The Rock to be there. Shout out to The Rock, the People's Champ, Zachary Levi, and more. So, and more. I wonder what they can be referring to when it becomes talking about more people being there. We'll get to that in a second. But yeah, I'm a DC fan, man. Listen, I don't want to bore you all, but the man has hope that we can figure it out. It's been a tough almost 10 years. Man of Steel, which we'll talk about him here in a second. Classic film. That's my Superman. If you all didn't know, Henry Cavill's my guy. No disrespect to Christopher Reeve's legend. Love 77 Superman 2 is great. Sequel 3, 4, 5, another day. We'll leave that for another day. Brandon Routh is a solid Superman. I haven't watched Tyler Hoechlin, I think that's his name. I haven't watched it, but I heard it's good on CW. But Henry's my guy. That's for sure. And DC, man, again, I just love the characters. I love the mythology. I love the Trinity: Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman. I'm talking about Ezra, but I'm talking about the Flash. I'm a Flash fan. I love the Justice League and all that stuff, man. It's great mythology, great lore, and they're just more of the superheroes I gravitate towards. So I'm hopeful. We've had some F-ups, to say the least. Management in and out of the hot chair. Some very just weird things going on behind the scenes stuff. Zack Snyder, we all know about that history. The Ray Fisher situations out there, Amber Heard's, Ezra Miller's. I mean, it's just like, damn, can we just find some type of W's? And we have, man, to be fair, in the last, the Batman came out this year. Fantastic. Very excited to see more from Matt Reeves and that world, Pattinson and all that stuff. I like Aquaman. I like the first Aquaman. It made $1 billion. That film was gorgeous to look at. Some of the coolest superhero visuals I've ever seen, especially the trench. So sue me. I like Aquaman. The Joker, great film. TV show. Peacemaker. Who would have when they announced Peacemaker, whenever that was, 2021, I think, at the Fandom, I'm like, dude, 2020, who cares about a damn Peacemaker? But then they switch it up on me. When you see the Suicide Squad, you're like, that's an interesting character. And then, by all means, James Gunn put his foot in that show. That show was fire, dude. I love Peacemaker. We covered that on the channel too, if you guys are interested in checking out those reviews. But so there's some good, there's a lot of bad. But I'm hopeful, man. And let's transition and talk about the next big thing, which is this man here and the Black Adam and the JSA, ladies and gentlemen, the Justice Society of America. We have Adam Smasher. We got my man Dark Fate. We got my man Hawkman. We got, I believe her name is Cyclone. I'm not too familiar with that character, if I'm being honest. But the trailer's looking good. The cast is looking fire. And this dude right here. Listen, before your boy back in the day, Wrestling was my thing, and particularly The Rock, the People's Champ. Generation X. The Attitude Era. Man, I was big into wrestling, but The Rock was my guy. He was the People's Champ, man. I was a big Rock fan, Stone Cold fan. Like I said, Generation X, Shawn Michaels, that whole Undertaker, that whole whole thing. Suck it. Used to get the tension telling me, suck it. Listen, talk about nostalgia. But I was a big Rock fan, so I'm kind of biased. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm biased. I think everything The Rock touches is gold. I'm lying. Some of his movies are trash. I'll be honest with you all. But The entertainer, the man, I don't know him personally. I'm just going off of what I've heard and what I've seen from social medias. And, he's an actor, even wrestling requires acting. He might be a terrible person by all I know, but I don't think he is because I've heard great things about for The Rock. I'm rooting for this movie. This film has been in production since 1975. It's the longest running production of all time. He announced that he was going to be Black Adam. I'm not even joking, like 10 years ago. It's finally here. It is finally here. We are less than 4 months away, and I'm really very hopeful for this film. I mean, the man is born to play a hero or an anti-hero in this case. And again, I love the visual design, the flair, the grittiness, the I kill, not superheroes don't kill. Well, I do. I like that, man. And again, I think people forget because we've seen The Rock in these more, he's the hero of the story, right? He's a good guy, right? We rarely see the bad guy, right? But again, I go back to, from our wrestling fans out there, and people are like concerned that, there's too much. He's always a good guy, right? He's always a good guy. But I mind you, again, from our wrestler fans, when The Rock can play that heel. He can be the bad guy. I've seen it many times. He plays those storylines. He's very believable. I hate it. Well, I never hated The Rock because The Rock's my guy. But I was like, man, I wish The Rock would turn again and be the people's champ. So, but I say all that to say he can get to those depths. He can go gritty. He can get dark. He can do those things. So I have faith in him, even though I know, Tooth Fairies of the world and some of the Fast and Furious films, don't really require a lot from him, but I believe in The Rock. He's the people's champ, if I have to remind you all. So I'm very excited to see him, born to play the role. But listen, growing up, I've read DC comics, but in particularly, playing the DC video games, Dr. Fate would body Doctor Strange, body him, no questions asked. And if you all know me, I'm not a big Doctor Strange fan as far as MCU is concerned. You got my man Pierce Brosnan playing Dr. Fate. It's a perfect fit. And the JSA, I'm here for it. So as you all can see, I'm very hopeful for it. I'm very excited for it. The only thing that just tunes down my level of excitement, the guy on his left. It's going to take a lot to sell me that guy, no disrespect, Zachary Levi, I enjoyed your first film. It's fun. It's cute. Kitty, all that stuff. But I don't see cute, friendly, fun when I look at Black Adam. How are they going to fight? We talked about Michael Myers and Laurie earlier, not being a fair fight. Damn. How is Zachary? Now, listen, I know he got a Shazam family, and I know, there's hope, but I just, and I'm being serious, I just don't see it on a performance level. Like, no disrespect to Zachary Levi. I like him. I've seen Chuck, great in that show, and I've seen Shazam. He's a fun guy. But we're talking Black Adam. And I don't think he stands a chance. They're going to really have to boost him in his next film, which is Shazam: Fury of the Gods. We got the Shazam family back. We got F. Sandberg coming back, directing this film. Again, we got the family back and all that stuff. It comes out in December, if I'm not mistaken. Excited. Maybe not the word I would use, but intrigued. I'm intrigued because, again, the first one was fun. It was a nice Christmas story, Billy and his mom, Billy and the foster family. It was a cute film. And again, Mark Armstrong as Dr. Savannah, I really enjoyed him. Hopefully they bring him back. I know they got Helen Mirren and Lucy Liu in this one, and Rachel Ziegler, I believe is her name. So, I mean, it has all the ingredients to be a fun film. But again, I'm thinking about the larger picture, and it's inevitable that these two will come cross paths. But as of right now, like I said, I just don't see this guy going against this guy. I don't see it, which is a perfect segue into, man, I don't see him going against Black Adam. I don't think it's a fair fight. I don't think that the Zachary Levi is on par with, The Rock as far as the acting chops. And I just don't, he's going to need his family and some. He's going to need the Justice League. He's going to need Batman. He's going to need another individual. There was a rumor a couple days that came out. Again, rumor, right? We don't get too hyped about rumors. We get excited. We talk about it, right? But we don't really dive into it and put all of our eggs in that basket. But there's a rumor out there, and I told you all how I felt about a certain individual and that I'm hopeful. Zach, you're going to need some help if you're going against Black Adam, bruh. And that help comes in the form of Kal-El. There's a rumor out there that came out a couple days ago that man on the screen now, Henry Cavill, who I have been dying to come back in the role. I haven't been praying, but you know what I mean. I'm a fan. It came out the other day that there might be, and again, let me bring this up again. DC's panel includes Black Adam, Shazam, Fury of the Gods, with huge stars, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. I wouldn't say Zachary Levi, like a huge star, but that's another story for another day. And more. Now, of course, and more is probably alluding to the JSA characters. You know, more is probably alluding to the Shazam family. I get that. But what if more is applying to this guy? Now, again, I know Deadline came out the other day and they kind of clarified things like the chance of him coming to Comic-Con is pretty slim because apparently he's shooting The Witcher, which I'm a big fan of that show, covered with both seasons. Very big fan of that show. Toss a coin to you, which is a very great show. Apparently he's shooting season 3 in the UK. So it's pretty hard to be in 2 places at one time. It can be done. Airplanes, helicopters, private jets. He is Superman. He can fly. So it's a possibility. But they're saying it's slim. I don't know about all that, man. It's a feeling in the air. It's hope, right? It's the S on the chest, which stands for hope. If Henry Cavill video form or comes out on stage, because I would think I know Black Adam comes out first and then Shazam comes out after that, but I would prefer if Shazam presentation was first and then Black Adam, for the simple fact that, and then maybe bring them out stage. They have a little standoff and you can see how small Zachary Levi is compared to The Rock. And then Zachary Levi acknowledges, he's like, man, you're pretty big, Rock. You know, I got my family here. You know, we have our chances, but I don't know if we can win without a particular individual. And if Zachary Levi alludes to that individual being his hero in the story, in the narrative, in the canon, which is Superman, I don't care what Marvel drops on Saturday. Bring out Fantastic Four. Bring out X-Men. Bring out the next Avengers. You know, the Russo brothers are back. You know, if Henry Cavill steps on stage, that is a game changer for me. Because again, I told you, I already gave you my whole, you know, life story of how I'm a DC fan, how I'm hopeful. Henry Cavill's my guy. That's a break the internet moment for me in my eyes. No, not everyone's a fan of Man of Steel. Not everyone's a fan. I get it, but I am. So if they do that on Saturday, you might see a video or two. You might even hear me from wherever you are in the world, filled with excitement. So one can only dream. I know it's slim because every now and every couple of years, you know, Henry Cavill and The Rock, they're sitting down drinking tequila, and that, you know, that was 4 years ago. You know, Henry Cavill is rumored to be back talking to Warner Brothers with the role of Man of Steel. You know, you see that every so often. So who knows? Maybe the 99th time of him being rumored to be back might come true. It just takes that one time, and it might be this Saturday. So let me know if you all are excited for that, for you know, possibility of Henry Cavill, the first probably trailer of Shazam, probably another trailer of Black Adam, and obviously bringing out the JSA. Thanks again, everyone, for watching this video. If you enjoyed the discussion, you can see the full version of this in the description of this video, in which we discuss Halloween Kills, House of the Dragons, and my Marvel predictions for Comic-Con, and much more. Thanks again for watching the video, and we'll catch you on the next one.